Awesome event here at Flamboro Speedway, and the mini trucks are set to rock and roll for their Feature 1 event. Here's how they're going to line up for it. On the pole out of Strathroy in the Byron Automotive, number 15, it's Keisha Samuch. Starting in the second spot out of Clinton in the Townsend Tire, number 67, it's Rick Basket. Starting in the third position, out of Durham in the JBM Motorsports, number 9, it's Tyson Feist. Starting in the fourth position, I got to remember which number 4 that is. In the fourth position, the 4G out of Glencoe and the Gary Graham Transport 4G, it's Dylan Graham. Starting in the fifth spot, out of London, the Shockwave Roofing, number 17, it's Kevin Stark. Starting in the sixth position, in the 53 machine out of Watford in the VDN Farms, SJ Garden Shed Inc., number 53, it's Nick Thuss. Starting in the seventh spot, out of Strathroy in the Delco, number 7, it's Mason Collver. In the eighth position, in car number 49, I believe. Car number 49. Yes, car number 49. Out of Kamoka in the JBM Motorsports, it's Hayden Sim. Behind them, the 18 machine out of Ilderton in the Fulton J Financial, it's Quinn Goertz. To the outside, the 19 car out of Ilderton, the Fulton J Financial. 19 is Caleb Goertz. Behind them, the 43 machine out of Kamoka in the JBM Motorsports, it's Carson Sim. The outside, the 37 machine is Del Freiberger out of Walkerton in the Marvin Freiberger and Sons DK Salon, number 37 machine. Rounding out the field from St. George in the T. Weaver Klotz Auto, Mike Gilmore Motorsports, number 4, it's Alexander Klotz. Off of turn 4, green flag is in the air. We're ready for the mini trucks. 15 of Keisha Zamuch out front. Oh, big wiggle for the 67 truck of Rick Basket. They're 4 wide down the back straightaway. It's like Daytona on steroids here for the mini trucks as they flash into 3 and 4. The 9 car of Tyson Feist is now going to rocket ship out to the race lead. Kevin Stark in the 17 machine is going to settle in second. Top 3 trucks have started to break away from the pack. They're 3-4 wide behind them as the 67 of Rick Basket trying to hold on to 4th. The 19 of Caleb Goertz has worked his way up to 5th position here now in lap number 2 of this feature event. Battle for the race lead is on as well at the front of the field. The 17 of Kevin Stark. He's going to look to the inside on that 9 machine of Tyson Feist as they flash underneath the stripe. Lap number 3 goes up of this 20-lap feature event. Behind them, though, it is a full pack of trucks. The Cup cars are racing at Talladega, and it looks like Talladega here right now as they are 2x2 for 4 rows deep behind them from 5th on back.
You know, Kev, that 49 truck is really on the move. I've been watching them here the last few laps. Stay into the low side of the racetrack, but watch that 49 truck. The black one, he's back in, 2, 4, 6 spot right now. I bet he doesn't stay there long.
With that 49 of Hayden Sim, he's worked his way up to the 6th position after starting deep in the field. They've started to settle themselves out here, single file. Battle for 3rd, though, heating up. The 19 machine of Caleb Goertz, he's going to go underneath that 15 machine of Keisha Zamuch. And now he's going to look for 2nd into 3 and 4. 2-for-1 deal for the 19 truck off of 4. He's going to take that 2nd spot away from Tyson Feist. Now move the 19 of Caleb Goertz up to 2nd spot into 1 and 2.
The 17 out front's got to be loving what he's seen in the rearview mirror with 3 wide behind him for the 3rd spot. Let those guys do a little bit of race. Maybe you can get a little bit of a lead built up here.
As they work underneath the stripe, lap number 7 goes up on the board of this 20-lap feature event. Kevin Stark out front. The rest of the field is really trying to battle themselves out. Looks like all the way back to the 8th position of Quinn Goertz in that 18 truck there, nose to tail underneath the start-finish line. Lap number 8 goes up on the board. Trying to give you a full field rundown here as we can. Out front, the 17 of Kevin Stark. In second, the 19 of Caleb Goertz. Third, the 49 of Hayden Sim. Fourth will be the 7 of Mason Collver. Fifth, the 37 of Dale Freiberger. Sixth, the 9 car of Tyson Feist. Seventh, the 15 of Kaisha Zamuch. Eighth will be the 18 of Quinn Goertz. Ninth, the 43 of Carson Sim. 10th, the 4G of Dylan Graham. 11th, the 53 of Nick Thuss. 12th, the 67 of Rick Basket. And 13th will be the 4 of Alexander Klotz.
Where did that 7 truck come from, Kevin? Look at him. He's up into the second slot.
Mason Collver has worked his way up to that second spot after rocket shipping around the inside, and now he's going to look for the race lead into 3 and 4. Collver in that 7 machine going to look to the inside on Kevin Stark. We got a new race leader at the front of the field. Mason Collver rocket ships out to the front just past halfway here in this one.
What a run for that 7 truck, and here comes that 49 of Sims. He's into the second slot, having a good look at where the 7's running on the racetrack. I don't know whether he's going to be making the move high or low here.
Starting to duke it out here in this one, the 37 of Freiberger there as well. He's worked his way up into the top 5. Bill Freiberger in that 37 machine up to 5th. Kevin Stark is going to go from the lead almost to 5th position here now as they look to the inside on that 17 machine. Trying to hold that position up top, but Freiberger now going to look to the inside on that 17 as well.
7s are wild right now. 1-7 is out front. 7 laps, I believe, left to go in this race.
The 13 laps up on the board, 7 to go here in this one of this 20-lap feature event. Feature number 1 for the mini trucks here on Frostoberfest day number 1, presented by London Recreational Racing and Clydesdale Enterprises. That 7 machine of Mason Collver out front, the 49 of Hayden Sim, 19 of Caleb Goertz right in that mix there as well as they flashed into 3 and 4. Collver trying to hold on to this one. Action still all throughout the field as they work. Lap number 15, 5 laps to go in this one.
I don't think they're done changing positions just yet, Kevin Small. It looks like the 19 truck is, yeah, he is. He's going up the inside of Sims right now in the 49 as they get down into 3-4. Looks like he's got that pretty well taken care of, but here comes the 49 back on the high side.
Just behind them, that 17 of Kevin Stark. He slammed the door on the 18 of Quinn Goertz down the back straightaway. A huge block going from the top to the bottom. Move that 18 all the way back about 3 positions. Now he's got to get that momentum rolling here once again. But Stark trying to hold on to that 4th spot. Kaisha Zamuch in that 15 truck looking to the inside as well. The battle in the midfield is insane as they head off of turn number 2.
A real knot back in that 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th spot. They're all right there as we got some more movement. Oh, and the 17 truck, I think that 17 got pretty loose that time, heading off into turn 19. Sorry, I thought it was 17. We still got the 7 up front.
7 of Mason Collver trying to come home in this one. 2 to go. Now underneath the white flag is going to fly. 1 more lap for the 7 of Mason Collver as he tries to close out the deal in this one. Behind him, though, the battle is 2 by 2 for 3 rows deep. Kevin Stark in that 17. Oh, he's going to drift up out to the outside. They're going to make contact down the back straightaway. Kaisha Zamuch into the fence. Down the back straightaway. This is the final lap off of turn 4. The checkered flag flies up front. The 7 of Mason Collver will come home with the win. Coming home second, the 49 of Hayden Sim. Third, the 19 of Caleb Goertz. Fourth, the 18 of Quinn Goertz. Fifth, the 17 of Kevin Stark. Sixth, the 43 of Carson Sim. Seventh, 37 of Dale Freiberger. Eighth is the 4G of Dylan Graham. Ninth, the 53 of Nick Thuss. 10th, the 9 car of Tyson Feist. 11th, the 15 of Kaisha Zamuch. 12th, the 4 of Alexander Klotz. And 13th, the 67 of Rick Basket. Gonna climb from the truck. Fans, put your hands together. Your feature winner, the 7 of Mason Collver.
Got to give him a chance to get that helmet off, or he won't hear a word I say, which could happen anyway. Congratulations on the win, but you kind of came from nowhere. All of a sudden, you just appeared at the front.
Thank you. That's what I was hoping to do. We didn't have very good practice. I haven't ran these mini trucks all year. I ran these last year. To have the owner of this truck allow me to drive it when they're waiting to start till next year. So I'm not supposed to say they own it yet, but thanks, Nick. Thanks, Edwin, the crew chief. We broke in practice. We had a bunch of people help fix us with parts. So thanks to the Goertzes, the Sims, the Relus, Freiburgers, of course, everyone in the mini truck group for helping me get out here. I got to thank Marvin Freiburg and Sons for sponsoring today, and all the sponsors, Don Collver Automotive, OK Tire, the Sims, the Goertzes. I forget who else threw money in, but thank you.
And you just have to do it one more time.
Yep, one more time.
All right, Mason Collver, your feature winner.
Mason Collver picking up the feature win here for feature number 1 for the mini trucks on day number 1 of Frostoberfest. Here we go. Here's going to be the lineup for feature number 2 on the pole. Out of Watford in the VDN Farms SJ Garden Sheds Inc. Number 53, it's Nick Thuss. Starting in second spot. Out of London in the Shockwave Roofing, number 17, it's Kevin Stark. Rolling off in third position, out of Glencoe in the Gary Graham Transport, number 4G, it's Dylan Graham. Starting in the fourth position, the 9 Machine, out of Durham in the JBM Motorsports, it's Tyson Feist. Rolling off in the fifth position, out of Clinton in the Townsend Tire, number 67, it's Rick Basket. Rolling off in the sixth spot, out of Strathroy in the Byron Automotive at number 15, it's Kaisha Zamouk. Starting in seventh spot, your feature 1 winner out of Strathroy in the Delco number 7, it's Mason Culver. Rolling off in eighth spot, out of Walkerton in the Marvin Freiberger and Sons DK Salon Shadway Auto Body Caldecott number 37, it's Del Freiberger. Starting in the 8th spot, the 43 Machine out of Kamoka in the JBM Motorsports, it's Carson Sim. Starting 9th position. Is that 43 car of Carson Sim. 10th position, the 19 Machine out of Elderton, the Fulton J Financial, it's Caleb Goertz. Starting 11th spot, the 18 Machine is Quinn Goertz in the Fulton J Financial out of Elderton as well. Behind them, the 49 car out of Kamoka, the JBM Motorsports, it's Hayden Sim. And rounding out the field out of St. George in the T. Weber Co., Klotz Auto. Mike Gilbert Motorsports, number 4, it's Alexander Klotz.
Okay. I am going to pick first this time, big fella, and I'm going to the rear of the field. The 49 truck's going to win this one. How about you?
I'm going to take I'll take the 37 at Del Freiberg.
Okay, Jerry. Quick. Oh, Jerry snoozes, loses.
I think Jerry might have got run over by a polar bear down there.
I gave up trying to pick.
Oh, spin off of 4. The 53 car goes around. Collects the 7 of Mason Culver, and caution is going to be on the speedway. The 53 car of Nick Thuss went around right at the front of the field and collects the 7 car of Mason Culver as well.
Looks like the lights are out at the top of the pace truck. I believe it's going to head for the safety, sure enough, down pit road. And we've got these trucks all lined up, side by side, back to the stripe. And we are off 3 wide at the start-finish line. Oh, my God, Jerry, look at these guys go.
At least they can fit them 3 wide, but trouble again in turn 2 as we get some contact. And that's going to turn around the number 4 of Dylan Graham as he rolls backwards to the infield. Still green flag. We're still racing. And up in front, that 17 truck, Kevin Stark. But he is under fire. Here comes the 43 of Carson Sim.
Yeah, caution flag did fly, Jerry. We have 1 down in turn number 3 as well.
factor 20 here at Flamboro Speedway. The 43 car of Carson Sim, he's going to try to overtake that 17 of Kevin Stark down the back straightaway. Del Freiberg are going to be in the mix here as well as they head into 3 and 4.
Right behind them, that's the number 19 of Caleb Goertz, and he is joining the front 4. Now, Freiberger in that 37, a little tap to the 17 of Stark. Just let him know he's running up on him. Get moving. So the front 4 now starting to pull away just a bit. They're 2 by 2 in behind them.
Those front 4 cars, single file, 2 by 2 behind them. Keep an eye on that 7 of Mason Collver, trying to see if he can come from the back. As he had a little bit of mishap early on in this one, but he was our feature 1 winner, so keep an eye on that 7 car, trying to see if he can weave his way through. As they, we call this the mini Talladega for the mini trucks. They keep that momentum up, kind of like a big pack racing. The draft does play a little bit of an effect, so see them try to slip out of line, but trying to want to see if they can keep that draft, keep the air sucked in behind them here. And right now, that 19 of Caleb Goertz is trying to look to the inside on the 37 of Del Freiberger into 3 and 4.
20 laps the distance of this feature event. So drivers want to sort of be selective, Jerry, on the moves they make and when they make them. You can't wait too long, but in the same respect, you can make too many moves in a hurry here, get up front, and then they can gang up and get you back.
It's almost like drafting on a big track for these mini trucks, but they are in line now. There are 5 of them in line at the front, led by the 43 of Carson Sim. Behind them, the 17 of Kevin Stark. And as they go down the back straight into turn number 3, Del Freiberger in the 3rd spot, the 19 of Caleb Goertz. And then I believe that is that number 7, or no, not the 7 truck. Running side by side with the 19. Can't even get a look at the number to make sure who it is, but they go down the back straightaway. And those front 4 or 5, they are mixing it up big time. Oh, contact. That's going to send the 17 of Stark around. He gets into the 19 of Caleb Goertz. And then the 7 of Mason Collver. I don't think he's going to win this one, guys.
No, talk about thread the needle here. I seen a couple of drivers do just an incredible job coming through the damaged trucks that were down there. We just about ended up with a whole pile of them, but through some good driving there, they made it through safely, and looks like we just have the one truck spun around backwards. We'll get them righted, and we'll get this one back underway.
Oh, they're going to have to give the number 7 truck a little help. He's missing a wheel.
Oh, is he? Can't see that.
Right down in front of you, Joe, to your right.
Oh, that guy. Well, yeah. He's got one sort of sticking out the back end there. Yeah, I don't believe that wheel's supposed to be in that particular position.
That was a huge crash. So here's the running order for the final handful of laps here for the mini trucks. 43 of Carson Sim out front. Second will be the 49 of Hayden Sim. In third will be the 4 of Alexander Klotz. In fourth position, the 53 car of Nick Thuss. In fifth position, the 18 of Quinn Goertz. Sixth position, the 19 of Caleb Goertz. And rounding out the final car on the speedway, the 67 of Rick Baskett. So as we say that, the green flag is back in the air. We're back underway.
And it's not going to take long for that Carson Sim to move that 43 truck out in front. As they go down the back straightaway, battle for the lead already. And now, moving around the outside is that number 49 of Hayden Sim. As he takes the lead, puts the 43 of Carson Sim behind him. And Alexander Klotz in that number 4, running in third place.
The 53 car of Nick Thuss went around right on the exit of turn number 4, got it straightened out. Keep on going here. Lap number 5 goes up on the board. 5 laps to go. So this has been shortened to a 15-lap feature event, so 11 laps in the book, so 4 laps to go this time by Hayden Sim out front. Carson Sim trying to track that machine down. In third spot, the 18 of Quinn Goertz. Fourth, now the 4 car of Alexander Klotz. And fifth, the 19 of Caleb Goertz. Sixth, the 67 of Rick Baskett. Seventh, the 53 of Nick Thuss. Then off the speedway, the 17 of Kevin Stark. The 37 of Del Freiberger. 15 of Keisha Samuch. The 7 of Mason Collver. The 12th is the 9 of Tyson Feist. 13th, the 4G of Dylan Graham. This time off for turn number 4, they see the 2 to go sign go up in the air. 2 more laps for the 49 of Hayden Sim out front. Carson Sim in second. So white flag in the air. Final trip around for the 49 of Hayden Sim. Carson Sim's going to try one more time into 3 and 4 to try and make this job done. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Carson Sim going to try one more time, but no dice. Hayden Sim is going to pick up the win.
And so do I. That's the one I took.
There we go.
From the back.
Hayden Sim picking up the win. Carson Sim coming home in second. Third is the 18 of Quinn Goertz. Fourth, the 19 of Caleb Goertz. Fifth, the 4 of Alexander Klotz. 60, 67 of Rick Baskett. 7th, the 53 of Nick Thuss. 8th, the 15 of Kaisa Zamuch. 9th, the 17 of Kevin Stark. 10th, the 37 of Del Freiberger. 11th, the 7 of Mason Collver. 12th, the 9 of Tyson Feist. And 13th, the 4G of Dylan Graham.
Climbing out of the car, put your hands together for our winner, Hayden Sim.
Truck.
You know, when somebody starts at the back of the field, we don't usually have a habit of picking them to be the winner.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was going to run Carson down. He's pretty quick there, but I guess those guys are, I've seen moving people, I've seen getting into people, but that was just, I don't know, just wrecking people. I don't get it. We're here to have some fun this weekend, and I don't know, 4 or 5 trucks got completely tore up, which we don't want to see. This is just something for fun. But I got to thank Thistle Enterprises, both the Bruce, OK Tire Woodstock, Everlit Outdoor Lighting Solutions, my dad for all the hard work. We've pretty much rebuilt this truck again over the after that first race there. So it doesn't look like we got tore up too bad, but it was a pretty hard hit down there. And just got to thank everybody involved. We got to thank Flamboro for allowing us to come race. And everybody who put something into the pot this weekend to help us get out here, and everybody for coming.
Congratulations on the win.